Superman posture all day long. You can look like a goblin from the mines of Moria for 30 seconds or so.
If you can touch your toes, you're doing better than me. But let's glance on into this one. 1xBet, they're going to be favouring mousesports in this one, even though ENCE, well, we've seen a bit more from them in recent times. Diha.
Quick smoke.
Out of the moment, really.
Yeah, he's been looking great and starting as he means to go on. That's why you put a P250 in his hands. Bemis makes a bit of a meal of his taps, and another one fills the feed. This time, Spinks. Good to be seeing him in a team. And look at Diha go, looking great so far. ENCE with a two-man advantage as they flood onto the bomb train and extend it. Only Rops, but cancels the bomb plant by virtue of a frag. He shuts down Snappy, and this was his chance onto Diha. That's P250 versus USP. It's a fair fight. Diha takes his third. Hello, nice to meet you. I mean, I was actually really impressed by his interviews he gave when he was just starting out, you know, throughout Aristocracy into Sprout. Yeah. A couple of his interviews on HLTV, he talked about how hard he'd been grinding, and the way he described it was very, you know, articulate. He clearly has been putting in the hours, and now he's wearing an ENCE jersey. He's a salary professional, and he's about to give Mouse a good go.
Look, it's a bit of a shame that he's not playing within the Polish scene, isn't it? But when you have to take these options, when you want to be a star player like this kid is clearly showing to be, you got to make these decisions. And getting to play on ENCE, well, it's an organization that we know has some pedigree behind it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I do think this is his best opportunity to kind of put himself on the pedestal, put himself in the limelight. Snappy calling the shots, always feels like the limelight's kind of eluded him as well. Chance for him to give it another shot. Oh, Bemis has missed his shots, and he'll be punished for it. 3 Ivy, maybe the call. Bomb spotted. Acor tucked on bomb train, the only unarmored opponent, but they're up pressuring main as well. Don't forget, Dexter joining mousesports. You know, he's pulling the strings for the first time. Ooh, Frozen giving it a go. Snappy catching some flak. The smokes will fade soon. Expect to see more bodies hit the deck in about 5 seconds. They haven't pushed out of this Ivy contention. What was that from Alu? He gets 2 wallbang headshots through the box in the same spray, concluding the round, and also perhaps even keeping all 5 alive for ENCE.
Might see a lot of this here. Rob's coming in late, as per usual. It is only the 4th buy, but this kid is going to be the man we're looking to have the consistent star performance for mousesports. Who's going to be that second in charge? Well, I'm hoping Frozen steps up in a big way here. Looks like Robs is content with holding on to the Deagle, seeing if anybody offers up their life, but a nice slow start here on ENCE's map pick. We can breathe as the bomb now halfway ticked. We've got about 20 seconds left before we get away with round number 3. And we can do a bit more housekeeping. So Group B, as the desk was discussing, so many new roster changes or role changes. There's going to be a lot of action in this one. I think the caliber of the teams as well across the board, maybe a little bit higher, or at least our expectations for that, just because of the star players held within this group. And there's so much room for any of these teams to come first or any of them to come last, right? I know Vitality's here, but we know that they're not having their 6th man anymore. Des touched on that one as well. There's that double kill from Alu.
Just as he comes out as well.
You love to see that.
Just as he peeks out from red. All right. They concede the first, and we'll have to concede the third, I imagine, as well, just to preserve Kevlar on Rops. Now, whether or not they'll get a chance to slow things down, it remains to be seen. Diha equipping himself with a Mac 10, his partner Doto ready for the trouble as well.
Acor has a Zeus here. Where's he headed?
Pop, he says, as he mantles the bomb train. Maybe not. Rather get the boost set up for the Deagle. Makes sense. Try and set your only weapon up for a bit of success.
Flanked on in here. Diha's made room towards Sandwich. Now pushing down towards Hell. Snappy's going to draw some attention towards Ivy with 2 big kills.
They found Rops as well. Or Frozen, excuse me, with that Deagle. He actually chose to invest. There was 2.
Yeah, Rops dropped 1 for Frozen. So that's
okay. I didn't
quite
see
telling right there that he's given 1 to Frozen, who should be the 2nd star fragger of this unit. Rops has found another kill. But this round should be clean. The low HP of Diha and Snappy, not too much to worry about with those AKs in the hands of Alu and Spinks. Now, the 2 Finns remaining in this roster. Alu, obviously the guy who's been there. He was with all the youngsters. We had Alexi, obviously X7, Ariel, that major run. The drama that we were talking about a little bit earlier, it has haunted ENCE, but it feels like they've come out the other end better of this, because ever since they got rid of Alexi, things kind of went
south.
Yeah, I wanted to... now, with this new roster, there's hope, because it's a whole new direction, right? You've almost dropped the baggage of the Finnish scene. You've carried across Dota. They obviously have Soren here as the coach. He came over from Harvu as well. I'm really interested to see how good this Spinks kid can be. We've had a lot of revelations, a lot of youngsters.
A lot of people out of their eyes on him.
Whoops. Yeah, Rops as well. I mentioned this to you before. I was like, yeah, the first time I saw Rops was actually during EPL, when he got to join mousesports all those years ago. Had my eyes on him then, and now it feels like it's the blueprint for a lot of these players to come through. make it into an international squad to now, which we seem to have so many. But we'll get the gun rounds underway here. Round number 4, AWP out for Acor. Rops is going straight into an AUG.
Same for Alu. Picking out that T-side AWP. Doesn't have a dreamy spawn. May not see any aggressive maneuvers off the bat, but we are going to be seeing just Rops playing solo inner for the boys of Mouse.
Quite passive as well here. That smoke's going to slow down the box hole reconnaissance mission. Doto here respecting the smoke. AWP over towards Ivy. I get a fight against Acor when this smoke starts to fade. How patient will Alu be? It's a bit of a default spread here early from ENCE, and now the chance for the fight. The smoke will be fading. Frozen gets a kill from Pop. Snappy goes down.
Oh, you'll take that any day of the week. Snappy caught out. Pop still remains under mousesports control as Acor gracefully glides towards his new main line. Dexter playing rotations. And a pause from ENCE. They've lost this man early. Be hard to overcome. Just a single smoke grenade as that one does get thrown out by Alu. Only Doto has a chance to obscure vision again. 45 seconds, bodies dropped. Spinks falls as well. Looking great for Mouse's first buy here.
Yeah, back towards B they go. So maybe a last-ditch attempt to get onto that B bomb site, but 35 seconds, a very slow round. One that was just a chance to go for picks. Alu, he has, well, the bomb on his back. So if he dies, yeah, okay, just one at a time. ENCE trying their luck across the map here, seeing if they can find any kills, any openings whatsoever. But with 24 seconds, this will just be a save call. So ENCE just went looking. They just went searching. They didn't find anything. And Mouse, they get a bit of an easy round, all things considered. Not a single point of damage done to any of their members. Nobody having to swear, a chance to just reinvest in utility, maybe grab a couple of extra defuse kits. That's a very slow start, but this game, this group, we have a lot to learn. I hope everybody at home is not coming in with too many expectations for all of the names here. There's been adjustments across the board, so put on your learning caps. Let's sit on down, let's take some notes, and let's see what these teams have to offer. We'll be getting the guns back out, of course. The saved AWP means Alu can stay viable. Rob's your impact player with 1 kill.
That was all it took.
Yes, nice and strung out right there.
Now, after conceding a round as nasty as that for a T side, it can be easy to try and change too much. It looks like we will be seeing ENCE go for a similar start, default spread. Same smoke for Doto to contend with. And Snappy makes no secret of his Pop Dog presence. Wants to at least force some util out of Frozen. Doesn't want him walking in willy-nilly.
Looks like they're setting up for a B exec here. You're going to have late Ivy presence from Diha. 4 players now taking the box holes. Dexter on that early rotate, so they will have 2 players over towards the inner bomb site here, mousesports. Utility is low to deal with this, though. No stop molly. Dexter only with a HE, so if he can time that perfectly, might be able to do a bit of damage. Snappy still above Pop Dog, so really waiting out the clock here.
He is going to keep Bemis' feet planted, that's for sure. Ivy smoke feels a bit intense. 2 smokes arriving, but here we go. It's down the ramp. Rops, elevated angle, tucks in, but he's been spotted. Don't forget, Dexter rotated in. Rops does well to win his duel, retreating as the swing comes in. That was Dexter's responsibility. Rops does more than you could have imagined, a double. Bomb planting. Bemis wins out his duel on the lurk, which does just leave the 2 planted now on site. Biding his time. Acor didn't rush that shot. And into the smoke goes Doto. Shut down again. Big comeback on the way into the site there.
Yeah, that was nice stuff. I thought that Dexter was going to be good for at least 1 on that site take, but the bomb will go down, hence keeping that money flowing. Might even see another buy round out of them off the bat of that one. Now, that was another slowish approach. There wasn't too much indication across the map. It feels like mousesports are just able to stand and deliver. They weren't pushed around with rotations. They weren't really made to work for anything. Simple as you like. Acor using that smoke to his advantage here. Second one walking straight on in. I'm sure Doto saw absolutely nothing. Scoring 3-2. Guns coming out one more time. Galil's for Snappy and Doto on the lower end there with the investments, but AWP once more. Let's see, do ENCE have anything more convincing? The standard smokes over towards Yard. E-Box 5-lane smoked off, forcing out that util and Frozen. Again, he has to deal with Pop Dog. Straight back towards B they go. Acor's already here towards connector. He's floating. Rops is close high ramp.
I mean, Rops' double was a big reason that he even had a chance there. See if he can pass the test again. God, he is doing it solo. He's gobbled the flash, hoping they don't check. Smoked off, trying to find something, and more impact from Rops in the most dire of circumstance. Smokes bloom. mousesports trying to contend with the plan. It's not going to be enough to stop it. A little shy of Alu. Oh, and this is going to be an awkward one. Even if they choose to save now, Diha's working on a flank through Ivy. This is going to get costly one way or the other. What are you supposed to do? Shooting at toes. Diha's backtracks. Dexter does find two, and actually it's Acor alongside him.
Snappy's on the bomb here.
Diha can spoil. Snappy just needs one. Diha reveals, and now it's all good for ENCE. Just frozen. Rock in a hard place, and they put it across the line, just the two of them.
Oh, that one is a bit rough for mousesports to lose right there. Just a simple B exact. Rob's getting caught off, even getting a kill though before he goes down, and then they couldn't push in on that retake. Looked like they were stalled out in a very big way.
Once there's I mean, when the AWP's on bomb train, it does really, really kind of hinder your lines of sight.
Yeah, it needed like a flash to push him back or something, take some space, but everybody was so stifled from mousesports right there. Again, a simple approach from ENCE just to hit onto B, but when the B bomb site is your option and Rops is there, it's not too often you're going to get away with him only getting one kill and traded. So ENCE have conditioned that bomb site. Acor's actually over towards the box holes right now, but the fight is towards Yard. Alu posted up. There is one spotted top green. Dexter needs to be careful. They're
trying to boost
for him.
Yeah, I think he realizes it. He's long gone. Oh, he actually wants to give him a little bit of a love tap.
He's
Tucks back in.
Very brave right now. Rops?
Doto was not ready for that. Aggressive CT maneuvers. Shut down the T presence in Pop, and Frozen's good for one as well. That's two of the aggressive prongs gone. Finally, Alu claws one back. Rops trying to continue to go around the world. Dexter, he could go down here. He has got the support. Sandwich is held. Oh, good shot from Spinks. Quickly traded. But a competitive round starting to establish itself, especially if Alu continues this crawl.
They're not going to check this,
He's
surely.
looking for Frozen. Aggressive maneuvers and great jiggle from Frozen, baiting out the shot. Safer now. But not entirely. Look at Alu's moves. Look at this. He hits the no-scope. Of course he does. Acor's been caught as well. ENCE can go B. Bemis only has Alu's cross, and he can go around the world safely. Oh, this is just in a blink of an eye, falling apart for Mouse. It looks so good.
Oh,
and it still can be saved. I thought he was going round through main. Now Snappy to clutch. Bemis to pull it back for Mouse.
Has to clear everywhere right now.
Yeah, but he's done it very quickly. I think he's going to be able to work this one out relatively safe. He's being loud enough, though, that Snappy's got a pretty damn good mental image as to when and where this fight is going to be going down. Just peeks on the fake, knows he's going to check one of the two.
Money broken.
Money broken, ENCE 5. And I mean, dude, I was convinced mousesports had that round until we rushed, desperately caught 2 frags in 2 seconds.
They should have, right? They really should have won this round. Rops with all
after this.
And then he continues to push, right? Trying to suck back a little bit more, but you have to paint Alu as the hero. The fact he gets the no-scope into the belly here of Frozen.
Yeah, man.
This is the undoing for mousesports. Caught knife out, Acor pushing B, Rops got pushing B as well. So multiple players caught out of position there for mousesports, and now they would just be down to these pistols. Spinks taking control towards main. Nobody close Pop. That info is free right now. ENCE can go down the ladder into the Pop Dog and set up a bit of an attack. We'll see some nades, some Molotovs towards that bomb train. If they want to continue to comb forward, it will just be these pistols to contend with. And ENCE are looking great for 6.
Good shooting from Snappy. Just take the fights, long range, good use of util. Frozen's Deagle's not got him too far.
Simple stuff. I do worry a bit for Dexter here. Obviously, been with this team now for a month, 31 days on the nose since he officially joined. Been in Europe playing since. And look, it is difficult to now have to in-game lead in a European standard at all times, but also fragging to a European standard.
Yeah.
There's a lot more for him to consider, and that might be a bit of a detriment to the kills that he can put down in the server. But I'm excited to see how he grows within mousesports. Rops having a look in. We know that he can be absolutely deadly, and anything is costly, so Alu falls. How much more can he get here? Thing is, in modern Counter-Strike, you have to sell this as importance. If you were back when I played Counter-Strike, we'd call Rops a beta. Now, every single penny in modern CS matters, and every single kill that he can get, it's going to help him get a bit more to invest in, going to take a bit more off of the ENCE roster. But 6 rounds, T-side, your map choice, you'd already be happy with this one. Bomb's about to go off there, a few seconds left, and curious to see how mousesports respond, because the aggression that Rops had was good. It's a change up from those passive rounds he was playing with the AUG, but they all got caught out of position. So I'm not quite sure where the issue was. Just a little bit of overextension by multiple players.
I'd like one of the 3 options you have, you know, like, or even 4 options, you know, take some part of the map early. You know, we've seen teams send an AWP for that aggressive main line. You usually have someone supporting him, eventually a deep smoke. Suddenly you've just completely denied that from ENCE's default. And it's not like we haven't seen mousesports pull that one out in the past. Of course, Carrigan loving those CT aggressive maneuvers. But new names. Dexter obviously pulling the strings as well as trying to get the frags. D is not going to let them think too much about it. He's already up sandwich. And Dexter's not ready. Another death for the leader. And D takes 2 before Bemis can find him. Ouch. That one's going to leave a mark.
You mentioned Carrigan. That's the Carrigan classic right there.
Yeah, executed to perfection by Diha. Bemis, responsible for Ivy, but can't win the duel. Snappy looking sharp. Just the 2 then, both on bomb train, Rops and Acor. Not out of the realms of possibility, but now he's lost his teammate. It's only Acor. Hits his first shot, pays quite the price. His blood cauterized down to 47. Doto's taking space. Acor, is he going to get there in time for the line? I think actually with Doto going upper, he will be able to preemptively get there. This is a chance now. Oh, he might have the element of surprise here. This is great positioning from Acor. He's reading them like a book. Sound confirms his suspicions. And now a chance for the first. He saw the second. He knows he's there. Waits it out and connects the shot. Acor, an absolute criminal act. Steals away at a crucial 3rd round for Mouse.
Yeah, and that one right there, look at Acor. Didn't even do anything crazy right there. That low ramp smoke from Doto was fumbled. It gave Acor a lot more room to work with than what he probably would have had otherwise. And on that peak, the fact he sees both, that is so lucky, because if Doto keeps pushing, he'll be out of the line of sight. The bomb may have gotten planted. Acor would have had no idea where he would have been. mousesports will take the timeout to talk through their options here. Even though they won the round, their money is not fantastic. They will have to work out who they're going to drop what, who's going to buy what. Bemis with 3.6, Frozen with 3.2, Dexter with 3.3, Rops with 3.6. So you can see here, they have to work out what type of a round they're going to go in. Their gun's going to be abysmal. Whereas you compare this to ENCE, at least they're able to get out AKs. And alt for Alu, it's looking much better for the T side. I think after the fumbled round on this one here, round 7, where the mid-round from Alu came in, he made a lot of plays, made a lot of space. For Acor to steal one back, probably deserved here for mousesports. So both teams have got a bit of a gimme. Yeah.
All right.
It's not a great buy, is it?
It's not pretty. ENCE have a distinct advantage here.
Snappy not looking as smooth on those ladders as some of the youngsters by any means. Nade's going to chunk down Spinks and Doto. Look at that, half HP for both.
Rare to see the nade actually find such a perfect connection. Onto 2, no less.
This is a good read. They've got the M4 towards B. They're going fast.
Okay. Rops needs 1 and finds more than that. 1.9. Spray from Frozen is wild. It's loose. It's 2. And despite the weapon disadvantage, the 2 rifles are tested early. And ENCE, they've fallen flat as a pancake.
Surely they know this is open. Diha has done this lurk multiple rounds now.
I'm
Space
scared.
taken again towards old bomb. Dexter's evaporated up the ladder. Heaven.
The glass isn't broken. He won't be able to check that Diha walk up. If he considers going up heaven, I will scream. There's no way.
This is a hard fight for Dexter, even though Spinks is low.
Nice shooting. Diha knows now.
I think Dexter knows too.
I think so. He knows there was a gap. He knows Ivy could have easily walked. He knows D has done it before, and so Dexter's just holding his push as any switched on player would. Does really remove Diha's chances now. And oh, actually a miss from Acor. And the pistol's just not quite there. Dexter swings out to help his teammate and preserve all of that goodness, even upgrading on the last few seconds. So let's see that spray. No one shooting back. Yeah, 100 HP the whole time.
Yeah, yikes. All right. Felt like he could have converted that one a little bit quicker, but regardless, it's the W on the board for Mouse. 4-6. ENCE, their money's in question, and they're actually going for an all-in. They've 4-spot to this. Just going to be some pistols. Tech 9's 3 of them. Deagle's 2. Utility good. Where do they want to head with this? Could go for a bit of a yard set piece. Nade's getting thrown on over. Snappy looking to make some room, jumping out to Olaf. It's out for free. Lots of eyes drawn to him now with that molly. And they're going fast Ivy. They're coming through.
They are. Bemis still doesn't have his vision back. It's restored and he does connect. Only one so far from the Tech-9s. Full investment. And that is a competitive frag. Doto's put them back on the board. They can slow things down now. They've got space. Sandwich is theirs. Green Train 2. It's changed. Rops puts the bomb on the floor. A-Core for one more. Only Snappy. Oh, Bemis is low. I think he realizes it's not worth the exchange. Keep hold of what you can. This was not a pretty FAMAS and SMG buy, but they've dealt with it nicely.
Yeah, they pick up 2 of those AK-47s there, so it's nice to get the upgrades from the FAMAS to the M4. Dropping those across now, starting to stabilize with their economy here. Mauser up to 5 rounds. ENCE will have to take an eco, so we should see things tie up at 6-6. Snappy with a pretty good performance so far. 12 kills for him, and if you're not too familiar with Snappy, he has been a Danish in-game leader for as long as I can remember. You can go back to the 1.6 days Snappy was playing now. That means he's old, yeah.
Looking good though, looking fresh faced.
That's the thing. Think about all the Danish leader exports we have right now. Blame F, Carrigan, Snappy. I'm definitely missing a bunch. We've obviously got Glaive. MSL is looking for a team. Cadian.
Oh, this is a weird duel for D-Head to deal with. He's got 2 to find, and they've got so much util, really. They couldn't afford to go down.
Just flub nade there from Dexter.
Yeah, I think he's feeling the pressure. Oh no, that's another nasty death for Dexter. A-Core finds the necessary frag. The bomb now loose. Spinks made that one hurt. And with a missed shot, there's now a little bit more room for Alu to work his magic. Oh, Spinks. Oh, shot, but he's hit it. And now with the bomb going down, they could turn this around. It was a fake from Alu, hoping to draw Rops out of his hidey hole. Bemis is so disconnected from the pack. Coming in from main now. And that could be the element of surprise. He's planted safe from it, though. Alu's considered it. And now it's all on to the new boy on the block. Spinks. Some great shots hit. 2 more required. Bemis is low. And they do have a lot of util. This will make it increasingly difficult with no armor, 30 HP. You'd have to play it perfectly.
Oh, wow.
And Bemis will punish perfectly as well.
Well handled. Lots of util there for Mouse. They were using it, flashing, checking all the corners. They weren't just running into it. If anyone was a bit cavalier about their picks, then they would have gone down to that AWP. But that was just an eco coming down to that kind of an environment. Here's Spinks on the replay. Nice shot onto Dexter there. This one here onto A-Core. We caught that one. And the bomb going down with all that damage done to the economy. This is setting ENCE up in a nice way for the tail end here of the first half of map number 1. On the first day of Group B. Timeout taken, talking through their options. It's going to be, this time, ENCE. So 6 rounds, happy with that. If you can get yourself 7-8, that's a big bag for the T side.
Group B, by the way, for anyone that hasn't taken a look, we house not only ENCE mousesports, but also G2 Esports, NIP, Team Vitality, and FaZe Clan. There's a lot of interesting storylines that will intertwine over the course of the next coming days. G2 NIP today, you'll get to see Vitality as well. Closing out the day, brought to you by Harry and Hugo, there is FaZe. Get to see that action unfold before your very eyes. Vitality G2 tomorrow as well.
So many good matches. G2 versus FaZe is going to be a great one there with Nico going up against Carrigan and the FaZe boys.
Yeah,
obviously, when we get FaZe versus Mouse again, a rematch of that one.
Dorping, equalized though, 6-6. It's a string of 4 that's brought them here, but fully invested now. ENCE are equipped to return to their winning ways. Rob's taking info. It's Doto to challenge him out. He will have to contest with the Flame. Does he really want to pay that price? He does! Misses his shot, pays the price.
Big risk there from Rops. It's unusual you don't see him getting 1 kill without going down.
Doto's taking liberties here.
Lots of space. That's going to be heard. He spotted him.
Oh no, Dexter has conceded a couple of difficult deaths here, and if he goes down...
Dexter doesn't know he's here.
Surely he does.
He must do. Oh, he's being absolutely dismantled this game. Well, Doto's got B, but
yeah, but we've seen this before. We saw what happens, you know. It was refreshed. Parks himself on B. And now the rest can walk on in. He doesn't have to do anything else. Rotates too late. Util drop for the cross.
Snappy even has another smoke for this.
Oh, this gets really awkward really quick. They have no info. Frozen's taking a chance, and it's enough to at least have a bit of a flank here. Flash indicates his presence. Baits it nicely.
Kill.
What a move from Frozen, the tightest of jiggles. And now that's denied Brownholes. They can't use that avenue to defend themselves. He keeps them busy. Bemis and Acor have that information conveyed. It's all about timing. He sees them. Both there. Oh, good damage. It's Diha and Doto doing it all. Just to Doto for his 4th frag, and I don't think Acor's got the time. He has got the moves. If he hits it, not to be. Doto, quite the round, doubles his kills in just the one, puts the 7th on the board.
That was an impact play right there. That kill onto Rops, it turned out to be absolutely everything in that round because he takes the space towards B, takes down Dexter. I have no idea how Dexter's not ready for that type of a play.
But to have the audacity, so when he knows admittedly that there will be a lean towards A when you've got an AWP going B on spawn. I understand he's leapt through that gap and taken a chance, educated guess if you will. But to be able to find Dexter completely off guard and then run that round over with more impact frags in a close retake, really, really impactful stuff.
Mouse have big questions here, right? It's either go all in with this really awkward money situation. It appears that they will be purchasing. Rops just dropped an AWP for Acor. He's got himself an M4 in exchange. Dexter will be able to go on to something low. This is Acor with the AWP, and as you mentioned, he's smooth. That's a nice one there, onto Spinks. He's a great player at movement, Acor, so you'll see a bunch of those little hops around. They're making this buy work. Frozen's got himself onto an AUG. Dexter down onto the MP9. BMAS will be into a FAMAS, but the utility is the problem. They only have 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and 2 HEs between them. No defuse kit. mousesports are really up against it.
Acor aggressively AWPing towards main. He's hunting for Spinks. And Spinks becomes the hunter. Mounts Acor's head to his wall.
Just one flash gave away the fact that there might be an aggressive move, and Spinks was ready. 4v5, problems, big problems. As I mentioned, no utility. How are you meant to defend against this?
Ooh, he wants more. Just as the util starts to arrive, so does ENCE. Spinks caught. Snappy keeps the advantage, trying to maintain. Dexter caught out with the W pressed. A 2-man advantage. Make it even more. 3 discrepancy. Diha probably finish this just with the Mag 10 if he wants to. Yep. 8 found for ENCE. They are making quite the T side out of this. You can see why they picked it. Not only did they win the pistol and convert it, but these bursts of 3 rounds in consecutive fashion are starting to really hurt the bank.
I know Diha's good, but he didn't go and pick up one of the rifles there. He just kept that Mag 10, and now he's upgraded into an AK. So I wasn't too sure if he was more than happy just to rock with the Mag 10 again. I was waiting. He bought it just as I started speaking.
Last round, though.
Yeah, and it will be those Deagles again. So mousesports, 7 is the best they can offer here, and it might be off the back of some individuals. Smoke's over. The conditioning continues.
Nice shooting from Acor. Snappy made a bit of a loud announcement of his E-box hold, and he's lost his head for it. Acor smokes onto Alu. Up in main is the call. They're going in though, and it's Robs who's found them all! Only a Deagle required! Straight to the belt. 2 clicks apiece. Easy as that. Ouch. That's why people say the Deagle's overpowered. I can't do that. But people like Rops can.
Sit as close to the screen as Rops does. I bet you get a couple more.
Yeah, you might be onto something.
Oh, Alu now tagged on up. Gets a kill. 1 on 3 now.
And there you have it. Rops will secure the 4th as well. Stylish stuff and close as well. 8-7. A single round separates them. mousesports take it to the T side after the break.
Yeah, Dusha is just an amazing player. I think everyone can kind of see it. Everyone could also probably see it in Sprout that this guy has enormous potential. He's just a nice, quiet guy that just does everything on the server, and I really love playing with him.
Hey Future Pros, this flash will aid in pushing out of T-Connector. It will also flash off any AWPer posted on T-Con from Connector. First of all, whack yourself into this corner. Aim anywhere inside of the highlight section, then throw the flash.
Group B's opening game for ESL Pro League's 13th season. We get to see what's going on in both camps, ENCE and mousesports. New names on both rosters for us to process and fully, well, get to gauge the development of. They've had a bit of time off. Mousesports discussed on the desk, of course, their brief stint in the Katowice play-ins into the main event. And ENCE looking pretty damn competitive so far, Chad.
Yeah, I think ENCE come in here as the underdog, but just on paper, considering what this team has been doing lately, they've been looking good, hot to trot, and well, the 1x bet odds are flicked on over to favor them here.
Seems like the eye test does seem to favor ENCE right now, and looks like Rush's tutorial's being used for the smoke grenade. Out they go. Good shooting. Spinks does well despite the flash, finds one. Only mousesports frozen with a frag.
Well, boosting over, boosting over.
Yeah, Frozen's not ready for this. Doesn't go down, which is something. And boosting elsewhere as well. This is nice from ENCE. Keeping it dynamic, keeping it unpredictable. And those one taps, silence taps, yeah, it takes you a while to work out where those shots are coming from, especially over a smoke.
Rops is still worrying about the flanky. He might need to get activated to help out Frozen and Dexter. Sure, they've been able to get Olaf. Sure, they've been able to get down towards Sandwich. Oh, that was short-lived. Now we have real problems. 2 on 4, 1 on 4. Just Rops remaining.
Looks good. And Rops has as well with 17 frags and being tested by both. Double peeking from either side. And I mean, yet that couldn't have played out any better. Look, keep him at long range. Use your USPs at the very back of Ivy, the very back of Z. Boosted up. Perfect.
Yeah, Diha was a nuisance there. He actually used that smoke that we saw Dexter throwing down towards the back of Green Chain. Just stayed on the cusp of it towards the right side. Gets one and then vanishes back through it. The pistol's at range, not able to punish. And mousesports on the back foot again. So this is both pistol rounds going in the favor of ENCE. Can they convert? Force bite from Mouse. It is the 5 Deagle strat. They really do love this. We're not seeing a scout for Acor. He just goes Deagle, saves himself residual cash. Everyone else with head armor. A couple of smokes in the mix. And And they're kind of just waiting for aggression here. Alu's actually opted in with just a USP. He'll be able to get that AWP out next round. And he's not favored in many of these fights, especially with that head armor. Slow stuff.
Of course, it's the one without head armor that's peaking the USP. He chooses...
That smoke does nothing so late, right? They're actually playing in front of this, and Alu can peer in towards main at any point to see that it's clear. So it will keep them a little bit busy, but there's already 2 players rotated over towards B. D-Hart playing deep from connector, Snappy towards the back of bomb train. They do have 2 smokes. Pop control, almost called clear.
Silence. Suspicious. D-Hart could be set for success here. Just tapping into the smoke. Nothing's connected just yet.
Well, they've got a lot of room.
They have got a lot of space. And now the shooting does get more awkward. It's Deagles, though, for mousesports. They need to start finding heads. Spray from Snappy. Running out of bullets. 14 left in the mag for D-Hart.
2 on the flank here.
What was that? He's actually opened up for a double kill. Acor could find another hit. And it's only the USP. It's enough for something. He'll grab the Deagle, but not ideal for a clutch scenario. MP9, no armor. Frozen's close. 1 bullet will do, and he does. Cuts him down to size. mousesports sees control of the second half in the second round.
Wow, okay. That was just 5 Deagles and a couple of smokes, and they get onto B as easy as you like. I think D-Hart spamming the smoke was actually the avenue for mousesports to punish, because as soon as he peered away, they took all that space, they dropped into the site, able to overwhelm Snappy, and this is Rops just continuing to find impact. He has to be the star for this team.
Well, he's doing exactly that right now, Chad. That was exactly what you asked from your star. A double kill to get you into the site. Could not ask for more.
Force by Wars, though. One back here from ENCE, and look, Alu has money for an AWP.
My lord, they may not be expecting this. He's burning, though. Half of his functional health pool's gone already. Spinks wins his duel. He's going to be under a lot of scrutiny. Doto, tight line, can surprise, misses his shot. Down when advantage ends. This force by war will be a vicious one. Spinks does fall. It's armored Deagles, and one is no. Despite that, Diha swings out with ease. Don't think he wants that duel anymore. Okay, scary stuff. Rifle found.
On his feet, too.
Both coming in from Green Train, and good shooting again from Rops. He's on for his second, maybe even a third. Now Snappy makes it a 1v1. This is a crucial one. Should ENCE win it, back to their control. Duking it out. Rops stole that control from them in the second. Now a 1-on-1. Rops holds the 9, holds his nerve, tags him down to 73. Snappy advancing. That's what Rops is ready for. And another triple kill from Rops. Drops 3. 9-9 the score. And that's exactly what mousesports, that's what the doctor ordered. Wrote it down in hieroglyphics, but he said you need to win that pistol conversion. They win the second round, couldn't be any better.
Yeah, good shooting here from Rops again, and you can just see how precise this guy is. Clinical right there, and bails them out in a big way. Alu's AWP purchase, it wasn't enough to rattle them, so ENCE will force again.
Woof.
Couple of Deagles, scout this time, CZ for D-Hart. Utilities in the mix as well. I think that if you're Mouse, you might be expecting a full eco after a buy like that. So straight over towards B they go, and there is a gap. They're fast down low ramp. Pressure on Snappy. Frozen continues forward here.
Oh. His Deagle bullet did connect. And they're throwing bullets down range. No one too vulnerable. Snappy not playing for the denial, but he's been caught out by Acor, who can continue to be a bit of a nuisance now with this MAC-10, and every single member of Mouse has found a frag. Only Frozen, who's been left out in the cold.
Yeah, Alu should try and hold on to this if he can. Rops is here to deny that, though. Your escape route. Nope. Rops takes him down, 10-9, and now Mouse really are in control. I did not expect 2 force buys back-to-back. I understand why the loss bonus just not there for ENCE.
But now what it's done is created quite a tempting scoreline for mousesports.
Yeah, so this will be the 11th. It should just be some USPs, maybe some P250s. Nades are actually being prioritized here. D-Hart's purchased 1. The same can be said for Doto. Zeus in the mix. This is just about doing damage. Maybe see if you can keep mousesports economy honest. Hard to see how you win around with a buy like this. D-Hart doesn't get a chance to even use that Zeus. And the kills keep coming. So this is going to be a quick run right here. Mopped up, no armor, not many upgrades. Easy as you like. Another 3 kills from Rops. 27 kills in 20 rounds.
Yeah, he's really kind of started collecting handfuls of frags in this second half.
He is going to stand out like a sore thumb in terms of his consistent superstar level in this team, right? Because Acor, we've seen his moments. Frozen, we've seen his moments. BMAS, he's still, let's say, a rookie, right? He's still coming into fruition as a player at the Tier 1. And the same for Dexter, who played domestically in Australia all of last year and now is over in the big leagues, right? So Rops is the one who needs to be doing this. He needs to be getting them 27 kills in 20 rounds. How many more can he get? Only towards high ramp. Dealing straight with a B execute here. Pressure will be on Snappy. He's had to dump some of his nades early here. That HE through, well, shy of everybody. They're not setting up for nades just yet. Rops is doing it all. Clears box holes, clears pop. Boys, where do you need me? Who needs to die? I'll be there.
Yeah, he's doing it all. Faking the sound and walking into the site first. If anything, I think he's probably your second man in. You make a mess and Rops is the one that cleans it up.
Yeah, let BMAS and Dexter go in first, and then Rops, you can come in and fix it all.
Yeah.
Looks like a B exec here. Lots of nades for this.
It's a different variation on the bait and switch. Snappy on the lower side of oil. Ali responsible for upper. And they are dropping now into Snappy. Vision's restored just in time. And yeah, it's a good big opening from Bemis. He's provided. Enables him to walk down with the smokes bloomed. Over the smoke, though, Diha arrives. He just came straight out of Z with a spray. And he's going to make a third look easy as well. It's only Rops. We talked about his impact. Not today, though. At least not in round 21. Wrapped up. Diha delivers for ENCE and puts it right back into a contention.
Yeah, those low ramp players, they were stalled out there by utility on low ramp, which meant it was a bit of a disjointed hit. BMAS gets that opening, he drops into sight here. You see him get traded, so Alu's able to at least stop that one port. But Diha, look at all this, mate.
Yeah, man.
They've got nades in hands. He jumps up, gets 2, and then the third here onto Acor means there's no chance for anybody to plant and set Rops up with a clutch. So that is a big round from ENCE. The scoreline now 11-10, back and forth as the double AWPs will come out. Timeout taken. Second one here from ENCE. Just want to talk through their options with their buy.
Sick clutch, Diha, but you can take the MP9 for this one.
Yeah, you just saved us that round.
You just take the M4 off my body, okay?
But watch this. He's going to do something absolutely randy. He's going to go straight into pop. Maybe he's going to push into main. Might get a fight. Picks up a free AK. He can make this work. Diha is looking hot with every single gun in his hands. We're talking about Rops impact. Well, Diha's has 20 kills. 28 for Rops. The 30. It's definitely coming. There's no way Rops stalls out now.
You can't afford to. Not when you're this close, and especially on your opponent's map pick. It's within touching distance. That was Diha. He hasn't gone down. In fact, Alu keeps him safe and sound. Pulls the trigger before the smokes can obscure. He won't expect a second. Bemis doesn't go down, though, in Pop Dog. Util exchanged. And over the train, it's a tag, yeah, into the shoes of Acor.
They're committed to this.
They've got Rops in B, though.
Oh, they're actually got out.
Yeah, he's screaming, I have B. Snappy's the one to try and take this away. If he wins the duel, that's huge from Snappy. Do you commit? You might have to. Jumps for info, confirms that he's playing this perfectly. Even catching another. Snappy wins them the round unless Bemis. So low, he's going to get dunked on. Watch this, it's a hot, speedy Pokeball with Bemis' name written on the side. There you have it, a full 11-11. If you've got a wish, make it now.
That was well handled there from ENCE. I thought they were under a lot of pressure on Yard, especially after that leg shot onto Acor. Didn't quite land, and they were going to have to peek around these smokes. But that is the kill on Rops. I'm not sure if he was busy communicating. Maybe he lost a little bit of focus right there. But Snappy just steps on out, picks up that kill, and relieves all the pressure. It's this fight right here that's the changing of the round. Yeah, just stepping straight into Rops' line of sight. Good stuff from Snappy, in-game leader over there at ENCE. He's had to pick up different projects over the years since he was let go from Heroic. Was over there with Contact. Now you can see here him, ENCE, doing a lot of these international gigs at the moment. Pressure. Snappy's heard some footsteps. He's heard a flash. He knows that somebody wants to look for some early box halls control.
Yeah, it didn't fall into the trap, it just dropped in the util on the first step, though.
Yeah, it's so risky, right? You need to have a perfectly balanced time of, are they there, are they not? Well, Spinks is there. He's been burnt on down. He'll be mollied back even further. So pop control. Oh, might not be Rops's.
I think he might take the chance. No? Yeah, he's not sure.
He wants to. He's having a look.
Look at Spinks. He's responsible for so much in that angle. He's got D here in support. They're walking back Ivy, so this is going to have an interesting flavor to it.
Oh.
Sweaty lineups. He actually hit him. He actually hit him. Pulls Doto away from Ivy.
That is a massive gap now.
Hoping and praying that they won't walk through that smoke. He's right to do so.
With the bomb though, right? Dexter's the man we have to focus on, right? If the kills come in yard, he still might be stopped. If Dexter cannot get out of main, Mouse lose the round.
Especially at the 30-second mark. Dexter's life is as valuable. Need Rops to come up big here. He's gone down. Dexter, crucial frag. Gives him a chance to get closer to the bomb train. 14 seconds, another frag for Mouse. Frozen delivers, it's Alu to deny. He can't hit every shot, only pop. But watch out, he's knocked him off the bomb. Trade is there in time. Beamers, if he got back into pop, I don't think they got it. That was down to a bloody second.
Snappy almost unraveled that one, wow.
Single second separating that. He gets back into pop dog. My lord, look at this lineup he's got there.
Just off.
If he wasn't crouching, I reckon.
He walked back into it too.
Oosh.
Savior BMAS here.
His face says it all.
Looking to the gods there, Frozen.
Thank you, Gaben.
Hobbled together here, ENCE. They've got the AWP out once more, but utility this time it's Skimp. Snappy aggressive. Sees nothing, doesn't get a chance for a kill, has to drop on back. Yeah, cannot deny space, and Rops is walking down low ramp.
Spinks has been really going through his paces as the pop dog player. You often put a bit more of a touch of art into that role, CT and T alike. Rops has given him the rough treatment with wall bangs and nades, though. Snappy's up here.
This is such an awkward angle from Snappy.
Yeah. I don't see how he's gonna overcome this double, if not triple P. Good shooting. They swing out. It's a lot of information and good damage done. Acor down, but so is Dexter into the site. Charging up. Oh my god, he even bounced the molly off of Alu's face. He'll hear that. He can punish. The bomb is down. Spinks is aggressive though. Bemis is unprepared. And Dexter struggles. Shot down now by Alu. Spinks for another.
Frozen's not here. He's on the other side of the map.
He doesn't have a chance. Unless they... No, they didn't even plant for him. 10-second defuse. It would have been great if he could have had a chance to deny, but this one will be 12-12. Continue to trade rounds, trade blows.
Frozen just seeing how many kills he could get there before a round ended, but it will just be held to one. And well, a lot of space taken there from Mouse. It felt good off the initial trade, a lot of room taken, but Spinks, he was spoiler here, getting Rops and BMAS unawares that that gap was pipped. mousesports have to talk through their options here. 5K for Acor. He's the only one in the realms of buying, so this is a chance for ENCE to take back control here. Just some upgraded pistols, 2 Deagles. Going down to the wire in the opening map.
Continues to contribute. First blood drawn for ENCE. New addition Spinks, probably loving that finish ping.
Must be nice, right? To go from playing on 70, 80, 90 plus to 15. Like, it is life-changing.
He's playing against the same, the same level of opponent. You know, you've been trying to beat them with 70 ping. I'm sure that 15 feels real crispy.
The thing is, there's probably a level of adjustment, right, where he has to realize, oh, these are the type of angles I can hold with 15 ping.
Sure.
I know it seems silly, but there have to be adjustments to the game. It's same with LAN online, high ping, low ping.
Okay, Ali was so primed and ready for this, and a bomb plant is the dream for mousesports. That's about as high as their expectations can be. Trying to bunny hop in. Couldn't have found a better target, really, in Rops. Nade hurt, about 100 damage. Bomb is going down, though. I'll take that. $800 for every single member of the losing side.
That happened quick. Everybody dead. Bomb gets defused. 13 now for ENCE. Gun's going to come back out in the next. And neither team has really been able to build a bank right now. If you take a look at the economy of both teams, you can see here, middle of the pack for ENCE, 5K-ish, 4K. They will be able to buy if they do lose this one right here. mousesports, them, loss bonus, starting to build now. Easy as you like, but this one is a simple round. When they go out with just a couple of deagles, your initial stages is, hey, let's just go for a pick or two, see if we find something, and then if not, we'll regroup, trade out onto a site, or at least run into a site, get a plant like that. So mission accomplished. Third timeout for Mouse. Mytha gets a chance to jump on the mic. Spent a lot of time with Dexter, when I say with, I mean on TeamSpeak, of course, as the coach of Renegades last year. So working together to solve this puzzle. 4 more rounds for Mouse, 3 for ENCE. Maybe we go overtime.
Certainly not out of the realms of possibility. Competitive game so far. mousesports coming in as favorite. Very quickly shifted as ENCE proved that all of their individuals were firing. Alu, Snappy, D here at the moment, top of the score. Of course, Rop's top of the server.
I think I said that, you know, he wasn't going to slow down. He has a little bit.
And he can't afford to, I believe, was how we framed it.
Yeah, so only 1 kill in the last few here for Rops.
Oh, Acor under a lot of scrutiny. And they do tag him up, trying to dunk on him. Does look pretty damn deadly. Rops delivers at quite the cost. 2 members at 20, and look at Diha's angle. This is gonna hurt, finds Acor. Oh, Diha with more. Making it hurt. The bomb's back there as well. Frozen's gonna have to take a gamble now. Straight through the smoke, and that's the end of him. Oh, mousesports. That one is gonna throw you off kilter.
Oh, Rops is still alive, but he's so low.
I've never jumped on that pallet in my life, Chad. Have you?
Yeah, it's a sexy looking pallet, isn't it? Up against that wall.
You throw your own smoke, you sit and stare at it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how Mouse get back into this. So Doto will have a duel with Rops. It's a fight where his advantage. Bit of a hard peak for Rops here, especially late. Ooh, but timing. She's a cruel mistress. Doto now tucked on into a tight line.
I mean, you'd have to, like, duck under his crosshair. Not to beat. Doesn't get to pull the trigger instead. That's the bomb delivered to Doto. Next day shipping. Ropsicle Express. Diha finds his third. Wraps it up. He started the round and he decides to close it as well. He's chasing his very own 30 bomb.
Yeah, it looks like we guaranteed 15 for ENCE here because mousesports economy, it hasn't been able to build completely. This is how Rops got the kill, all that action towards main. He pushes on out just in time. So that was communicated from Acor and Dexter that they were being pushed. Rops played off of that sound cue. And maybe hanging around in main a little bit too long there. Mousesports players. Diha with a lot of impact, and now it will just be Deagles again. I feel like I've said that a lot with Mouse in a game like this. So looking to concede the 15th round. Through the molly they go. Frozen spotted. Doto now to dump a bit of U2. Alu here to help. Just having a look here, Mouse. Around the map as a team. BMAS has taken pop control. They know that there was 2 over towards Ivy. So a rifle and an AWP. Milking at utility now. More thrown towards inner. Rops will call that out. Smoke towards low ramp. Maybe they'll go back for that B piece they did earlier with the Deagles. This time only with a smoke and a flash on Dexter, a HE for Rops. And if you're ENCE, you probably have a good idea this is coming. It seems to be one of the only bailouts Mouse have, especially on a round like this. Just go back towards that B bomb site, see if you can get it planted.
Is Dexter just staying there for sound cues if anyone wanted to?
I think he's still working through their options here of where they want to finish because Dexter's lining up a smoke that may be deep towards connector. That, I think, is the front bomb train smoke. So they're coming out pop. Flash does nothing at all. Flash assist was actually onto BMAS, so Spinx sees everything. BMAS nothing, and yeah, this is just getting milked apart. Really individual here.
Sorry, I got a strange visual with milked apart.
Yeah.
It's just like sort of brutal.
See him milking a cow or drinking milk from a...
Let's just see what happens here, Chad. He's gone down. There we have it. Okay, Spinx with 4. He manages to tie up that KD neat and tidy as well. Makes sense considering the impact he's been having here in the second half. ENCE 1 round away now from securing their map pick. And it's been virtue of a strong CT side. Let's not forget, we had a close one, 8-7 on the half. mousesports just having a bit more of an issue getting into these sites. And you saw not only the buys falling flat, but they haven't been able to turn any of these ecos or these decos into anything particularly scary.
Last chance saloon here, and we could just be quickly onto Vertigo, a map that I know Yanko loves.
I do think Rops wins so far in terms of who's set up their sponsor backdrop, the most aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, I'll have to take a better look.
Yeah, take a look. He's got a nice angle. It frames the whole, it fills the whole frame.
We're giving out awards for that, by the way.
Yeah, just started actually.
The gold star system, I think we call it.
I don't ever feel particularly secure when your hopes and dreams of a competitive map on T-side train hinge on an Ivy walk. Nade has landed on the Pop Dog CT. There was 2 in there, so he's got a lot of bang for his buck.
They're holding on to a lot of nades here, mousesports. They're just waiting for these early
walking as it fades,
utility.
dude. Here we go. Doto has no info right now, so if you're in his eyes, let's go X-ray off and watch Doto. Bearing in mind, he's just walked away. He has no info. This is how he gets it. Smoke blooms. Does he hear anything? He doesn't. Now he does. Ivy steps. Spinks takes down Rops. mousesports now have to win this round with 4 or it's all ENCE. Alu fends them off as they aggress. Now Doto advances through the smoke, perhaps. Acor, false sense of security, and that's another one. Quickly traded. Bemis, desperate, all alone. Ace clutch required. Damage onto Alu, and that's it. 16 for ENCE. They take their map. They'll take it by force. An offensive